I think they all really fit us really well from a player standpoint, what their abilities are, from a character standpoint, how they're going to fit in the locker room. Again, I'm really impressed with this class, and I think we walked away and we made our football team a lot better over the last 3 days, and I'm really excited about it. So that'll open it up to you all.
From my vantage point, two things that stick out would be the character, I would say, and the other would be just physicality. All these guys seem pretty physical.
Yeah.
Was that a goal?
I think the theme is they love football. You know, you really all 6 of these guys, as you've gotten to know them, some I know better than others. But that's what you took away is, man, they just love talking football. They love being around football. They love being around their teammates. They made huge impacts on the programs that they were at. You know, and by huge impact, I mean not only on the field, but the way that people talked about them off the field. You could feel that the impact they made there, and that means something to us.
Did that shift a little bit, maybe this draft class?
No, I mean, it doesn't always no. I can think of several classes that fit this same description, and it's just the way they fell at the times we were picking, you know. But again, it's a group of 6 men that I'm really excited about.
What do you like about Tahj Brooks that you felt like you wanted to pick on?
Yeah, tough, great lateral quickness, good ball skills, you know, can protect for us as well. So really just a really good all-around player. You know, our running back coach knew him. Justin Hill knew him from the recruiting process years ago. And so, again, it was a good class. Tahj was one that we were really, really high on from a scouts and coaches perspective. And so for him to be there in the 6th round, we got him. We were really lucky that he fell to us at that point.
How important was it to get a kind of a bigger back? He's like 215 or so, race tackles as well for that.
Yeah. I think that we have a good mix of running backs in our room right now, you know, to answer your question. I think all shapes and sizes, all abilities. So it's really good to get a mix of those guys in there.
Is that an update on Zac?
Progressing along, you know, and so again, excited where he's at.
So if you feel divvying up the safety, the safety spot right now, or would you look to go maybe free agency with this?
Sure.
Maybe everything in the draft, just 6 picks.
Yeah, you're talking about college free agency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go well before you can cut the free
We'll see. You know, we'll see. Were you asking something? Okay, great.
Can you describe one into the decision to double up at linebacker? I know you guys like Carter, but just in general, as you weighed that versus positions where you had fewer bodies.
2 really good players that we were really high on, you know, with Demetrius and Barrett, and just really felt like that they could come in and affect us, and had high grades on them. They really fit needs for us, we felt, and so excited to add both those guys to the mix.
Drafting 2 linebackers who are captains, and then the captain steps a whole. You feel a lot like 2020 in that way you mentioned?
Yeah, there were moments like that, yes, very much so. You know, where you're really crossing your fingers for a lot of picks, waiting for Logan and Akeem in 2020, and now you get these 2 guys that, with Demetrius and Barrett, that I feel like you know, will impact us, and we're excited about that.
What do you like most? Did you think at any point in the offseason maybe you want to do a little bit of a culture reinvention or a little bit of a culture recycling, maybe, and just try to maybe focus on?
I think adding good people that have leadership qualities is never a bad thing for us, you know, and so again, I think these guys can walk in and they got to prove themselves first and foremost to this team. But I believe that once they do that, they'll be able to take on whatever part of their career significant roles for us. And again, that is important for us.
What do you like most about the way you guys attacked and now have kind of concluded in a way the reinvention of the defense this offseason?
Yeah.
What do you like about how that has come out now?
Yeah, we can go play football now. Obviously, our players don't know any of the scheme yet. We haven't gotten to that piece yet, but just from we can put a depth chart out there and feel really good about where we're at. That's a big piece that helps us sleep well at night right now, and guys that we're excited about. You know, so we already had guys currently on the roster that really got us excited, and then you get to add these 3 on defense that we just added, and feel really good about now. Let's go implement the scheme and get guys comfortable and go play ball.
Is there something about the personnel that you have now that you feel like you have specifically added across all the positions that it feels like makes the defense feel a little different?
I think this is a group with great hunger and urgency to be great as a unit. So as a unit, as a position group, and as an individual, I think now you look across the board at every single person that's on that board in there, and they all fit those same characteristics, same description, And that is really has got me fired up.
How different is your offensive line when you feel now with the addition of Jalen?
I think those guys will come in here and compete, and it's really good. There's, obviously Dylan is more guard. Jalen, as you've heard, has flexibility. He'll come in and provide that for us as well. So I think those are two guys that, we spent a lot of time on. Jalen came in here, and we got a chance to talk to him face-to-face in my office and throughout the building. Dylan, obviously, our guys went down to Georgia and spent extra time with him as well, and we had him in the combine formal. So two guys that we did a lot of work on and felt really good about. So, again, we're very pleased to add him to the group.
Sometimes, Zach, a really good draft, from coach's perspective, or GM's perspective, or Duke's perspective, can be getting other teams to react to you. Do you think with your defense, other teams are going to have to worry about some of your personnel now?
I can't speak for them, but I feel really good about where our personnel's at. So, again, I walk away from this draft. I think Duke and his staff just did a great job, and really pleased with where we're at as a roster right now.
Two questions. How much confidence do y'all have, or how much about the confidence you have in Al to develop guys, get these young guys in position quickly, play the role?
Who would you say?
Al.
Al, yeah.
How much did all of that play a role into how y'all think about the draft and kind of the confidence you guys have in him to get guys up to speed quickly?
Yeah, I have tremendous belief in Al. I think he's got great conviction in what he wants to do on defense and how he's going to do it, who he needs to do it with, and that defensive staff as well. I think we've got great teachers, guys that believe in what they believe in and are excited about the players we have in the building. And so, again, that's all important. And again, that makes me really excited, and can't wait to see these guys get to work, get these guys in the classroom first, get them on the field. But I really like the direction we're headed there on defense.
And secondly, about Zach Moss, it seems like it's maybe turned for the better for him. What kind of update can you give us on his neck injury and kind of how that's developed over the last couple of years?
Progressing along is the best way for me to say it.
Has he been cleared yet to play or
It's
practice?
progressing along is the best way I can say it.
Understanding what TJ Slayton brings to you,
Yeah.
looking at interior pass rush, did you feel when you started this offseason process that you had what you needed from an interior pass rush?
Yeah, I think that's something you're always looking at, and again, we just, at different points in the draft, hit us in other spots. And so, again, undrafted free agency still coming. We'll work hard to add some guys to the mix there. And I think that's just, again, we feel good about the four guys we have in the room right now. We feel good about how you can utilize some of the defensive ends in the known passing situations as well. So, people don't necessarily always say that's the interior pass rush, but it can be for us. And we've certainly got a vision for a lot of the guys we have there. Since before free agency, before the draft, and now post-free agency, post-draft. So we feel good about all that, and we'll continue to try to add to the mix there as these hours pass here coming up.
I know you just took them over the past 2 days, but is it reasonable to think that your first 3 picks could start this year, week 1?
Yeah, there isn't a draft pick we just took that isn't going to walk in here and try to compete for playing time. And so, again, I'm not going to make any predictions about who's being a starter, who's being a backup, who's majoring in special teams. It's a group that I know is going to come in here and compete. Our vets are going to handle them the right way and incorporate that in the locker room and let them know what we're all about in a very positive way. And so just excited to see how that mix works out for us.
How much talk was there, Zach, about adding picks? Was there any? We took a lot of phone calls. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But again, there was always, feels like every year, there's always a lot of action that sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But I know we were receptive to a lot of it, and it just didn't always work out.
Was the thought process that Demetrius probably wasn't going to be available if y'all waited to the third?
Yes.
That's a lot. Was that y'all felt like you had to go get it? You felt good that Dylan was going to be there?
Yes.
You were confident that was going to happen?
I didn't feel good Dylan was going to be there, but yes, that's how it worked out, yeah.
What do you think is the biggest improvement defensive has made, do you think, the last couple of days?
Personnel was?
Yeah, what is the biggest?
Yeah, we just added three guys that are hungry, love football, and are excited to be in the mix. No predictions from the group, just come in here and compete and earn some time. All right, thank you all.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.